What's up? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're going to be doing some Elden Ring, obviously. We're going to be trying to beat the what's it called? The Faran ruins. Oh fuck. My lips literally aren't even moving. 1 second. I'm going to play some music for y'all while I work that out.
Getting stronger every day.
1 second.
Keep on pushing through the pain. Keep on grinding till we die. Ain't no mercy in this life. There's nowhere left to run away. No, there's nowhere left to run away. Run away, run away, run
All right. I think I got those things fixed. Now I just gotta fix the location and we'll be ready to rock.
Getting stronger every day. Through the bullets and the flames. But the fire's in your eyes, and there's no place left to hide.
All right, I'm back.
Nowhere to run away.
My lips are moving. That's a song.
No, you got nowhere to run away, run away, run away, run away.
All right. So, let me just turn that down for a bit. Basically, the plan is we're going to play Elden Ring. We're going to try to beat the crumbling ruins of Haram. And then, I don't know, we're going to try to unlock the final location, maybe do some farming. And if we're lucky, maybe do some programming. That'd be cool. Oh, also, we're going to watch the Matt of Argusia podcasts. 1 second, just getting set up on the Elden Ring. Ah, my controller's not connected. What's up with that? Huh. It's like it got disconnected. Unpaired. Yeah, it got unpaired. 1 second. I'm gonna try to pair it. Pair it. Okay, that says that's connected. Huh. It's like it's working a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, that's working. Nice. Oh my gosh. I forgot how badly it glitches when you try to use a mouse over a remote desktop app. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is a dual PC streaming setup. So I'm actually playing this on my second computer, my older computer, and streaming from my newer computer using a capture card. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I can't hear it. 1 second. Everything is being real slow today. Elden Ring isn't even showing up as an audio output device. That's a problem. Let's see if we can just restart it, see if that works. I quit out of it, but it says it's still running. Oh, I see. It's synchronizing. All right, let's try that again. Yeah, my mouse input just is laggy as fuck. Whereas my friend Haru, gotta find out whether I'm gonna die to this boss or not. My bet is that I will, a lot. Okay, what's up with this audio? We could do better than that. Alright, I'm gonna go to sound control panel. And I'm gonna literally test this one. Yeah, you can hear that. Yeah, of course. So that's working. Output to that and repeat to this. Okay, so that should be working. So why can't I hear it? Also, why doesn't my up and down arrow work? You know what? I'm just gonna reboot this whole computer. Fuck you. I'm rebooting you. And I can do that because this is a dual streaming setup. Nice. In the meantime, I mean, how about those heat waves? It's pretty crazy these days. I mean, like, I don't know about y'all, but here in Seattle, it was like 100 degrees last week. That's nothing compared to like the Middle East, but that's a lot for Seattle. I've been thinking about how it might be wise to move north, you know, like Greenland or Canada or Scandinavia. If it wasn't such a shithole, maybe Russia. That's a joke. I think Russia's fine, just not the government. Actually, that's an interesting thing to think about. You know, with global climate change, it's possible that Russia and Siberia, like that whole region, might be a really good place to live. All right, the computer has restarted. Logging in. Nice. Audio repeater. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know, that movie has a shit ending, but the first two acts are fantastic. Fantastic. All right. We're almost there. Almost ready to play. I'm gonna turn up that music. I like that music.
Something's gonna break. something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through.
All right, I'm booting up Elden Ring. Hopefully it's going to work this time, but we'll see.
Something's gonna bring the change.
All right. The thing that was missing last time was the audio. Do we have audio? All right, we have a controller. Network status check. What? What? Network? Okay, we have controller. That's good. But the audio is just not happening. What the fuck? Okay, let's check OBS. Yep, that's correct. I can't hear it. Okay, so this isn't a capture card issue. This has got to be an issue with the audio itself. Okay, so when I put the Elden Ring audio to the defaults, I can hear it. Oh, there it is. Now you can hear it too. And so can I. Okay, that's weird. I just had to turn it off and on. Okay, that's too many audios at once. We're going to get rid of that fat rat. Nice. We're going to play Elden Ring. That's the plan. That was always the plan. Nice. Okay. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. We're ready to go. So, where were we? We are in the boss chamber. Rest at the site of grace because I just accidentally used my special ability. And we are gonna go after the boss. Fuck you. Oh my gosh. Lag. I blame the lag. Not my fault. Oh, you know what else? Okay, that's better. I was transmitting sound through my AnyDesk instance. Oh, now I can't hear it. However, there it is. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, how long have we been streaming? Like 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Embarrassing, honestly. I promise a higher standard of quality in the future. I don't have very much... Well, I have health, I just... not the ideal amount. I actually have no idea what the boss is like. I think I saw a boss from afar. It was on the steps. Nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna go up against the boss as is. I love this area. It's so cool. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna go against the boss as is. Alright, I've been that way, and I've been that way. I'll kill him. I have not been frontways. That is... Alright, this is the way I have not been. Hello. You're scary. He has a lot of health. Nice. That's how you do it. Oh my god, he's an angel. That's terrifying. What the hell was that? This guy's kind of awesome. And I'm dead. Is he a boss or a mini-boss? Is he a regular enemy? He can puff out his throat and expel fire. That's very cool. You know what? I think it is easier to start from the lift. Fuck you. Huff. So much health lost. Maybe I shouldn't have even engaged. Just used the run path strat. I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall. There's an item down there I never noticed before. Oh my gosh. That's a really good item. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +2. Vastly boosts physical damage negation. I want that. Run past. All right. What do you got? What do you got? Let's do it. Let's go. Oh my god, that was all of my stamina. That was all of my health. What the fuck? He's so powerful. He cuts through my stamina. He cuts through my health. That's crazy. All right, time for some podcasts. And you know who it is? It's Adam Ragusia.
It's the Adam Ragusia podcast, episode 67, coming to you from the backyard. Lauren is here, along with about 10,000 cicadas.
Yes.
Oh my
And
god.
hopefully not
There's
our
so many
neighbors.
insects in his backyard.
Some frogs, though. So, I hate the way you grocery shop.
Frogs?
Okay.
I also love the way you grocery shop.
Coming right out, man.
But I have prepared a list of...
This episode is called Adam Tells Lauren What's Wrong with Her.
I think that you have some things that are wrong with me, too.
Yes, I do.
I have a list of 4 things about the way that you grocery shop that drive me insane. And then, well, not insane. That's we're being hyperbolic for the purposes of entertainment. That's what we do in show business, baby. and then I have 2 things that are nice things that are I really like how you grocery shop.
Oh.
But
You thought deeply about how I grocery shop.
well, I've been doing so for 16 years. As grocery shopping is like one of the main things that more than that, right?
18.
18, yeah, if you include the
dating.
the courting. Because grocery shopping is like one of the main things that like couples do together, right? That is like one of the defining tasks of being a couple. Like
Sure.
what sort of
Laundry.
Yeah, like laundry, sleeping, eating,
Raising of the children.
Raising of the children.
If you do that.
going to the store,
Yeah.
right? So
Purchasing the things you need.
it's not surprising that grocery shopping would be a point of contention for some couples, including us.
Okay.
And I imagine that folks in the comments on the home video version of this podcast will probably be raising some grievances with their partners. But my first grievance to raise with you
Okay.
is you do what I call aspirational shopping, where like you think to yourself, I'd like to be the kind of person who buys this kind of food item.
Yes.
So for 2 seconds, I'm going to imagine that I'm that kind of person, and I am going to buy this like dragon fruit or whatever the hell
It's
it is.
not that I imagine that I could be. It's that I have grand plans in that moment to be.
Right.
I
yeah.
really, really hope springs eternal.
Right. Like that I'm going to eat like plain Greek yogurt for
Yes.
the probiotics or something like that.
Yes. Or like, I'm not going to get breakfast out anymore. I'm going to make myself an egg and cheese bagel.
Yeah.
I never am.
Every now and then you do.
Well, I commit to it for like 1 day, maybe 2, and then it's over.
I just feel so bad about it because it's like,
Or I'm like, I'm going to be a person who eats salads, that I make salads at home.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. He was hard as fuck. Like a fire angel. How do we get over there? Can we jump there? Nice. We made it. What's down here? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. I am a bit curious what else was up there. I think I'll fast travel there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah, because salad greens don't spoil rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You know, sometimes I think the salad greens get sad if they don't end their life in the trash can. So...
and then, like, you know, sort of subsection B of this complaint
Okay.
is that I'm always the one who has to throw it away because you don't throw anything away out of the refrigerator.
Okay.
Sometimes you'll throw things out of the pantry, but pretty much never out of the refrigerator.
To be clear, it's not because I'm a hoarder or because I think I'm going to eat the gross things. It's that once they get gross, I don't want to touch them anymore.
Right, you're very squeamish.
Yes. And so I try to check myself where I'm like, okay, those salad greens are a day or two from going bad, and you know what? I know I'm not going to eat them in a day or two, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw them away. But if they get to the bad part, no, that's
No.
you. That's you.
Well, I'm here.
To be fair, you also make yourself big pots of food that you put into the fridge. Often stuff from the podcast.
Yeah.
And
Or the
then
vidges.
Whatever the situation is. And then those things sit in our fridge for,
That's true.
they like grow ecosystems.
Because I have this habit where, like, well, I don't feel comfortable throwing away anything having to do with a video until the video is not only finished, but like published up. Because the thing about YouTube that people might not know is that you cannot edit a video once it is uploaded. The only way to make a change is to delete it and re-upload, in which case you lose all of the views and
the money.
everything. Well, no, you get the money. You keep the
do?
money. Yeah, you
Even
get
if you delete a video?
I think so.
Oh.
I think I can't imagine why you wouldn't, because the ad impression has been
Impressed?
impressed.
Okay.
That was such a funny
Yeah.
thing we just did with our words, because impressed in that context could mean like, oh, this product is impressive based upon the ad, or it could mean as in like you've been impressed into service, as in like what like British sailors did to American sailors leading to the War of 1812. And wow. Okay, so do you have a complaint about me?
I do.
Uh-huh.
You will not ever make a grocery list.
A grocery list.
And
When do you make grocery lists?
I often make a grocery. I do it on my phone. I use the like in the notes app, the
Okay.
check mark. Especially if I'm going to cook a recipe where I'm like, I need these things.
Why do I never see you checking this quote-unquote list in the grocery store?
Because it's usually when I grocery shop solo. I'm sure we're going to get to the thing where I cook from a recipe and I buy all the things. I
Spoiler alert.
100% believe that's on your list.
Spoiler alert.
But, and honestly, like, I only have two things about your grocery shopping that annoy me. Because I am a gracious and generous person. But it relates in that every one of your grocery shopping expeditions happens in a vacuum. So, like,
So my eyes hemorrhage and pop out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You go and you're like...
I watched Event Horizon last night. It was not a good choice for trying to get to sleep in the middle of the night.
No. You'll go and you're like, these are the things I need. And if I'm with you, we'll be walking down the aisle and I'm like, hey, do we also need these peanut butter crackers that the kids like? And you're like, you have no concept of it. Or I'll say like, hey, do we need fruit snacks? You're like, no, we're fine on fruit snacks. We're good on fruit snacks. That's what you say. We're good on fruit snacks. What you mean is that there's 3 packages of fruit snacks in there. So in 3 days, we will need to get more fruit snacks. And I'm like, could you not wait until they're fully out to buy them? So basically, we have to go to the grocery store every day.
So
I've just listed all my complaints in one.
I understand why it might be difficult for you to understand how the European way of grocery shopping, the continental way of grocery shopping. That
Yes, in Spain they go to the Kroger every single day.
yes, the more cultured people like me do, where they go
The
to the
Parisians are hitting
Yes.
the Publix,
Yes.
getting their Pringles every day.
you know, they saunter down to Leal or what have you every day, and they see what looks good. They go to their
Because
fishmonger
they're buying fresh things
and they
and
say,
not,
Pierre, what do you have for me today?
not boxes
And it
of
says-
individual-sized baggies of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Did you have to tell them about the Cool Ranch Doritos?
The fire chips, that's what the kids call them.
Yeah, I do not eat them. I am repulsed, and I don't, no judgment if you love Doritos brand products. I am so repulsed by Doritos.
I always want exactly one Cool Ranch Dorito when the kids.
Oh my god. It's another Arch Dragon. I don't know if I'm ready for this. And there's eagles on the way. Nice. All right. Let's fuck him up. I did just kill one of these guys, so it can't be that much harder. Just gotta summon that latent skill. These are the worst. Wait, what? Why did he have so little health? What's going on? Alright, well, that was unexpectedly easy. Back to the podcast.
Open them and I get one, and that's all I need.
It's just, it's not the MSG.
Fire chips, that's what the kids call them.
Yeah, I do not eat them. I am repulsed, and I don't, no judgment if you love Doritos brand products. I am so repulsed by Doritos.
I always want exactly one Cool Ranch Dorito when the kids open them, and I get one, and that's all I need.
It's just, it's not the MSG, which is really the kind of the defining flavor sprinkle of a Dorito. I think it's the onion powder.
Love it.
Oh, I don't know. It's, well, yeah, because you've got that like Minnesota blood in you, where they put like half a bottle of onion powder into
Every
a
casserole.
thing of cream cheese, and they call it a dip. And oh god, that's nauseating.
Delicious.
So
what's another?
I jest, okay, but it's true that I do like to grocery shop in something closer to the what I have been told is the European style of grocery shopping, where you go basically once a day to see like what fresh produce looks good.
Which we did well before you had a podcast.
That's true, yes.
We were like, oh, what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? Okay, let's hit the grocery store.
Well, in our defense, like when we lived in Cambridge, Massachusetts,
And we had a Whole Foods
and
at
we
the
lived
end
in
of our block.
Yeah, there was that Whole Foods in Central Square that was right like two, you know, it was a block and a half away
Yes.
from the apartment, and we used to love like
To walk down there and figure out what
sauntering
we wanted.
off of the Red Line and
Yeah.
and seeing what looked good at the Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And then going upstairs and cooking it, and that was lovely. And I guess maybe is that where we developed or I developed this most annoying of habits.
Probably.
But
I
it's
can tell you that my aspirational grocery shopping definitely occurred when I was in college. So, well before you.
okay.
So that's
All
been...
right.
It's a nice looking smithing stone. Ancient dragon rock smithing stone, drained of color, the scale of the ancient dragon lord and hidden treasure of Farum Azula, strengthens special armaments to +10. The ancient dragon lord's seat is said to lie beyond time. This stone lightly twists time, allowing the creation of a weapon capable of slaying a god. I like that. I would like a special armament +10 capable of slaying a god. That sounds useful. Like, what if you find a god who's a huge dick? You could slay him. That'd be good. I think, personally.
That was baked into the cake.
I am a person who always hopes to find the system that will improve my life.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's like exercise, sometimes that's like optimizing my rating, and sometimes that's about what foods can I eat to make me not feel bad.
Yes.
Or to make my skin better, or etc.
If I just buy this thing, my
Yes.
life will finally work.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that I deleted TikTok because it was giving me all kinds of recipes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then also, in my defense, I will say that because I cook and develop recipes and do weird little experiments and stuff for a living, I just know that I'm going to go to the grocery store almost every day anyway, whether I try to or not, you know? And so I just kind of don't worry so much about stockpiling because I just know that I'm going to be there tomorrow. This leads me to item number 2 on my list of things you do that at the grocery store that trouble me.
Okay.
And this is buying in bulk like it's 1929. I don't even know why we have a Costco membership. Costco is way the hell out west in Knoxville.
Yes.
We never go out there. When we do go out there, there's 35 million people there.
First of all, you never go to Costco.
Okay.
I usually go by myself. And the reason I liked my Costco membership, honestly, Costco membership is worth it for...
Oh, we should explain to like European viewers what Costco
They
is.
probably have seen it on the internet, but
No,
it's just
explain
like
it.
a bulk warehouse store where you can buy like...
Imagine your ugliest stereotype of an American human.
Like, do
and
you
imagine,
want a bag of Doritos that's as big as your...
Yeah.
This big?
Imagine a store that is the store equivalent of that human.
Would you like to buy a whole flat of Cokes?
And individual products that are the like product version of that ugly American human that you have in your mind.
I buy allergy medicine there, and that makes it worth it.
And I don't want to say too many bad things about Costco because, as I understand it, they treat their employees pretty well.
They do.
and
They pay really well.
Yeah.
So Costco would be worth it if our children ate fruit and vegetables. Every parent I know whose kids love fruit,
Yeah.
like Costco's worth it because you just buy fruit in
Okay.
bulk, and their kids just like berries, and then, but our kids don't do that. So
Or if we cooked more meat.
that
Because they have like gigantic, excellent value. You can buy whole like subprimals and stuff.
I have started, now that we got the basement chest freezer, I
Uh-huh.
do buy ground beef and like bags of frozen raw shrimp
Yeah.
that I keep down in the chest freezer so I can cook from them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think the only reason I agreed to the Costco membership was that when we moved to Knoxville, that was the only place that had my cheese sticks.
That's right.
That
and
I-
they don't anymore. Now they have Polio.
Yeah, well, that's fine because Publix has my cheese sticks, and
Yeah.
I'm down with that. Though Polio is a fine company as well. I don't want to besmirch the good people at Polio. I do want to just besmirch the fact that, like...
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Well, it's okay. It's only a podcast. It's only a podcast. You only did that directly into a large diaphragm microphone.
Okay.
So
What did she do?
that like,
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
besmirch the good people of Polio. I do want to just besmirch the fact that, like,
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's only a podcast. It's only a podcast. You only did that directly into a large diaphragm microphone.
Okay.
So, it's like,
I need everyone to know that our air conditioner is out and cannot be repaired till hopefully tomorrow. And it is 10,000 degrees inside our house.
our brains have been boiled.
I can't. It's so hot. I can't sleep. It's so awful.
Yes, that's why we're outside.
Yes. So.
Oh shit. I just stumbled my way over a cliff. Good job, Wizzi.
So,
That's why we don't make any sense today.
right. We don't eat that much food, for one thing.
Yeah.
We also don't eat much, like, and when we do eat, we like a broader variety of things than you can enjoy for buying in bulk. And also, like, thanks to our good friends on the internet, like, we don't need to buy in bulk to save money. So I just don't know why you do it, but you just, there's like this, like, again, there's like this upper Midwestern thrift in you that cannot be extricated.
That's part of the reason I think why I get frustrated that you will not buy ahead, because we'll be at like the grocery store that has the cheapest fruit snacks, and I'm like, they're on sale, they're right here, and you're like, no, we're good on fruit snacks. I get home, there's only 3. I'm like, we could have bought the fruit snacks on sale, and you don't care about the sales at all.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just not a meaningful difference, and it's, you know, I pick my battles in life. Like, what are the big things I need to do to save money, not like the teeny little things.
And that is, yes, from a place of privilege, but
It is, no doubt.
I still have.
But privilege is
the-
good. Privilege is the goal,
I
right?
still have that like pre-YouTube trying to count every single penny,
Yes.
so that we don't run out of money at the end of every month.
That's true.
Like, yeah.
And I suppose there are worse vices to have. On that subject, could I tell you a nice thing about
Sure,
you?
because I have a nice thing about you.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
All right. Well, see, this one leads to the first ad, so
So I'll go first.
no, because I want to do the first ad soon.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
You go ahead.
I'll do it. Yeah.
That was a little peek behind the curtain there.
I know. This is how the excellent transitions happen, right? It's because my wheels are turning. So, you do a thing far more often than I do, which is that when you're shopping somewhere,
I sure hope
you
that
look
dragon
for, like,
isn't
new
still
things
here.
that I might like, and you buy them.
Oh,
for
nice.
me.
I don't
And
see
that
him.
is so nice.
I love nothing more than finding something at the grocery store and I'm like, Adam wouldn't love this.
That is so kind.
Because I know the flavors that you, especially like if it's a s'mores something, or
What else?
Well, like when I found you the salted fennel salami.
Okay, so I have been super into hard sausage lately, and let's let the little
joke sit there.
boys of YouTube like collect themselves. I've been super into hard sausages lately, and you know that. And you found one. What was it?
It's salted fennel salami.
There was so much fennel in this salami.
It's like licorice salami.
It was almost like a meaty licorice stick, but I loved it. Where'd you get that?
I actually did not get that grocery shopping. I got that at Wildlife Bakehouse.
Oh, okay. A very fine
If you're in
baking
Knoxville and
establishment.
you need pastry, you have to go to Wildlife. It is the best in the city.
It is rad. You are always finding absolutely lovely new things for me, and that's just such a kind thing that you do when you are shopping.
Gifts are my love language.
Gifts are your love language. What's my love language?
Acts of service.
Acts of service. That's right. Okay. Did you have a nice thing you were going to say about how I grocery shop?
It's not necessarily about how you grocery shop, it's how you're accepting of how I grocery shop. Although maybe not so accepting of how I grocery shop based on this conversation. Okay, so, you know, we talked about how I still have that like pre-YouTube loving to save money thing, but one of the post-YouTube things is, I think I've told you this before, like one of the greatest things about the revenue from YouTube is that I can go to the grocery store and see something new and be like, I want to try that, and I can just get it. And if it's not good, that's okay. And so I like to try a lot of things.
Okay.
I bring a lot of things home, and you're usually game for that.
That's true. And I have lots of things that you have brought home as experiments. I have either found that I liked or I found a way to like use them in a video or something like that. And so that's been good. And yeah, I don't. There was a Good Eats episode long time ago from the initial run of the show. I think it was about like wonton wrappers.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-bought wonton wrappers, but the way that Alton got into it was that he said, like, a great thing to do is just go into the grocery store and just like go down an aisle that you don't go down normally, and just stop in a spot that you don't normally stop in a spot that you don't normally stop in. Ooh, that was hard to say. And then just like look what's there and then grab it, like just try it, because like the modern, the modern supermarket of the developed world is just in historical terms the most astounding place in the world. Like if I wanted to wow a person from the 11th century, I'm pretty sure where I would take them is not like a skyscraper, but to a supermarket. Like their minds would be blown. Like, oh, berries in January. What?
Yeah.
Look at all of this milk. Is none of it fermented? Really? Wow. It's astounding,
Yeah.
And I think the grocery store is a good place to go and take a minute to pinch yourself and remind yourself how unbelievably lucky you are to live in the 21st century. The early part of the 21st century. God knows what Armageddon is awaiting us in the late 21st century. But like here we are at the tail end of the globalized era before it collapses with the demographic collapse of China. Here we are enjoying unprecedented, unmatched abundance, and the place to appreciate that is the grocery store. And just see what is there from all over the world. It's just astounding, and that's a great thing to do. So let's go back to the negative.
Oh, great.
Yeah, because that negative generally plays better on the internet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got a mosquito bite on my toe.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. We were going to put out the mosquito torch.
forgot.
We forgot. It's okay. We are halfway through this. We can do it. Okay. Yes. So this grievance is one that you know is coming. This thing that you do where you have a recipe that you get all excited about.
Yes.
And you go to the store and you buy exactly what the recipe calls for.
I do, yes.
And so we had it wasn't a fight. It was a dispute. A dispute about a friendly...
Oh shit. I remember this. I saw this from the other side. Yep, right over there. I can lock right onto him. This has got to be a boss fight. What's that? Yep, that's a mounted enemy. Okay, let's go this way first. Find out what's over here.
Collegial dispute about this in the grocery store earlier today.
Yes.
Where you were like, you have this, what's this recipe you want to do with almonds?
It's a Smitten Kitchen green bean. It's like an almond pesto green bean recipe. And it calls for white wine vinegar. And as we're at the checkout, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to get white wine vinegar. And you said, and I said, do we have it? And you kind of gave me this,
Yes.
which I knew exactly what
Yes.
I knew exactly what you were doing. You were lying.
Dissembling.
Because we didn't have it. And what
We might, I don't know, but
I'm
we have
pre-
80 million kinds of vinegar.
I'm pretty sure we don't, and we were going to get home, and you were going to be like, but we can sub out something else. And I understand that intellectually.
Dude,
and
can we go on can we just on vinegar specifically? I increasingly am convinced that especially if you're cooking with it, you do not tell the difference between
what about like rice wine vinegar?
you wouldn't know
Really?
in a dish. You would never know.
What about like a cold dish though? Like where
Okay,
you're not
so
cooking
as a
the
salad
vinegar.
dressing, maybe you would tell the difference between. And also, I mean, somebody is already commenting, yeah, but about like, balsamic vinegar. No, I'm not talking about like sweet vinegars or infused vinegars with super, strong additives. I'm talking about your basic vinegars, your rice wine vinegar, red wine, white distilled. I increasingly think that white distilled vinegar is like the only vinegar that anybody needs because you're never going to tell the difference. And like Cuban food is to a great extent based around white distilled vinegar. I imagine because it's so affordable in Cuba. And it's like freaking great. It's just the ingredient that you're after is acetic acid. Okay, acetic acid comes in many forms.
Well, to be fair, my green bean recipe, you are not cooking the vinegar.
That's true.
You are mixing up the pesto.
Yeah. So for a salad dressing, maybe, but even then, like red wine would be fine. Like.
So from my perspective,
or we have a white balsamic in there. I'm sure there's a sweetener in this dressing.
There's not.
I'm sure you'd like a sweetener in the dressing. So just use the white balsamic instead.
See how you just can't be wrong? No, but from
See how she can't like bob and weave in the kitchen? She has to just like...
No, because, okay, if I'm gonna like make somebody's recipe, I feel like, because I am not as good a cook as you, there are already, there's margins for error. And at least the one thing I can control is that I have all the right things. It's like one way in which I can sort of guarantee success. It's like if you're going to take an open book test, you bring your book. That doesn't mean you're going to pass the open book test, but at least you have your book. And if I'm cooking with a recipe, at least I have all the ingredients they told me. Because I feel like if the recipe doesn't come out, I'm not sure then if it's that I did something wrong or if it's that I substituted something.
What the fuck? Why did he leave? Goddamn. I was having fun fighting him. He was difficult, but it was fun.
Speaking of substitutions, because I like to cook from the New York Times app, and there's always people in those comments with the weirdest, being like, I didn't like this recipe, but I substituted, instead of shrimp, I used, clods of dirt. I don't understand why it didn't work.
And then they blame it on the recipe writer?
Like, this was terrible.
Oh, the failing New York Times.
Oh, I got mosquito bite. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll have to keep moving quickly.
Keep it going. What else is wrong with me?
That's right, exactly. Well, the almond thing, because you were just like, I kind of had to put my foot down today.
Okay, but I didn't want overly salted almonds.
You were like, we need like almonds, and I was like, we have almonds
They're
at home.
salted.
There's gonna be salt in the recipe, so just take out some of that salt. Don't put in any of the salt. Just have the salted almonds.
But I want to start from a place of correctness.
Or don't use freaking almonds, because
it's
what I said
pesto.
what I said in the ad was like, not. Yes, I was being paid to say it, but it's also true, which is that like we should really all probably eating a lot less almonds. Like the almond industry is destroying California. Okay. It's also the case that like it's a nut. Try other kinds of nuts. We have so many nuts. So many nuts in this house.
But again,
it's just a nut.
The recipe is almond pesto.
Uh-huh.
And I will not know if I did a good job if I used pecans.
Oh, so that's what it's about? It's that like it's all about correct scorekeeping?
It's taken you this long to figure out that I am a teacher's pet.
Wow. You just want to know who to blame.
I know. I want to know if it was my fault or if it was the recipe's fault.
Or if you can blame it on me in some way.
No. I mean, unless you made me cook with the wrong things.
I mean, if that's on the table, I'll take it.
How many times have I made a recipe where you look at the recipe and you're like, oh, well, that was a terrible recipe.
Yes.
That was actually really poorly formulated.
Yes.
And then I could be like, oh, so I didn't cook a bad thing. Uh-oh. Hey, what's up?
Oh, we got a kid?
What's up, buddy? Yes. Yeah, so like I will cook something and you'll say, and like it doesn't come out very well, and then you look at the recipe and you're like, oh, well, the problem was right there. They said to do this and that was dumb. And then I can let myself off the hook for the bad dinner because it wasn't my fault.
It is astounding, and everyone is going to say, pot, meat, kettle, but it is astounding how many bad recipes there are on the internet. Like really, like fundamentally have basic flaws that make them like unviable. Like,
well, not to be like a dumb cheerleader for your channel, but I feel like that's your whole thing, is being like, the recipe probably says, take the bacon out and then wipe out the pan, but really that's just like they're trying to save you a few calories of fat, and who cares? Don't wipe out the pan, just cook the next thing in the bacon fat. Or like it'll tell you need 3 pans to do something, and you're like, you really don't. Just make it all in one pan, it's fine. And I feel like that's what your recipes are all about, and that's what people come to you for. And that's a thing that I have, like, because I've been exposed to you for so long, I'm starting to recognize that in some of my recipe gathering. So.
Okay. I want to say I have such a strong instinct to say something self-effacing right now.
Let's be sincere.
Mostly to protect myself from people who will point out all of the flaws in all of my recipes over the years,
And
which
you know
there have
what?
been some.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Also, they're not all going to be winners, folks. All right, nobody bats 1,000. I think I used the baseball thing there, right?
I'll be honest, I don't know about baseball statistics. So.
Okay. Nobody bats 100%. You want to know something that you are really, really, really good at?
I just saw it on the screen. I'm so excited.
You are so good at how you pack the grocery bags.
Yes, I am.
Like, now you worked at a supermarket in college?
Yes.
Was it Marsh?
I worked at Marsh in Bloomington, Indiana. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And is that where you learned how to properly bag groceries?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. People would get real mad at you and yell at you if you bagged stuff wrong.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of learned, and then...
And so now we usually go through the self-checkout, and you will, and like I'm not allowed to do,
No.
to do anything. You must pack the bags.
Yes.
And even when we go through like the human checkout,
I try to have grace about it because it's fine.
you will often just take it over. Like you just can't.
I never take it over from the actual bagger. They can, but like if I'm at the grocery store and there's not a bagger there, I will jump right in and be like, it's fine, I got it, I can do it.
No problem.
I love
so
to,
what
I
are
love
like
to bag groceries.
top 3 golden rules of packing grocery bags?
Okay, you put all the frozen things as much as you can all together so they help keep each other cold in the car.
Solid.
Boxes, I do not like this new thing where they like, if these are the handles of the bags, right?
This is a radio program.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? We'll make a video, and I will show you how to pack grocery bags. But I do not like when they pack grocery bags to where the cereal boxes stick up and then you can't grab the handles.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Yeah, can't have that.
Yeah, like if you're gonna put, like you can put eggs in the bottom and then the bread on top, and that's it in that bag. But don't put the bread in with anything else. Don't overload the bags, but also I hate when they put like 2 things in a bag because it feels wasteful.
Solid.
I will to be clear, I would never in a million billion years ever say a word to a bagger about any
Oh,
of this.
absolutely not. No, you would never, ever say anything to the bagging kid. Yeah.
They bag the groceries, however, and I will carry them out and I will make it work.
This has got to be so confusing to all of the Europeans because they all do it like Aldi style, apparently. Like there's no employees bagging your stuff for you, whereas in the United States...
Oh, you've never been to Aldi, so you don't know. It is intense.
Oh, yes. Schnell!
Oh man, I did it wrong one time the first time I went to Aldi, and I honestly haven't been back because it stressed me out. I didn't know the rules, and they yelled at me.
Yeah, that'll happen. In the United States, there's this like really kind of old and rich tradition of really having 2 employees at the checkout point. One is scanning the groceries. The other is bagging them.
I loved bagging groceries.
Yeah, and historically,
It was a
like
fun job.
grocery bagger was a really good first job for a teenager, or a really good job for like a retired person who's just trying to, make a few bucks and stay in it. Honestly, a job commonly worked by
People who
formerly incarcerated people who have trouble finding jobs elsewhere.
Or people with disabilities, developmental disabilities.
Yeah.
It's a great job.
Because it's a job where, like, affability is most of what you need. You
can also not talk to people, and that's fine too.
True. Yeah. But I just have lots of like lovely, rich memories of the bagger chatting up my mom. But unfortunately, that tradition has faded. greatly.
Except for at Publix.
Except for at Publix, and that's why we go to Publix. One of many reasons.
And they always do a pretty good job bagging.
That's right. Anything else that I need to do to stay on your good side at the grocery store?
No.
Oh, we're through your complaints?
Yeah.
I have one more grievance.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What is it?
So you're great at packing the bags, packing the
Yes.
grocery bags, but you have this weird thing where you must carry them from the car to the house
In one trip.
In one trip.
I
And
love
it's
it.
like insane. You cover
I'm
like
so good at it.
you pack yourself up like a pack mule with all, and you all, because you have your Coca-Cola addiction, like there's always
I've
like
always got a can
of like
under my arm.
a whole giant box of Cokes, which is a heavy object, right? And you
I do
insist on carrying all of this in one go, and then you get mad when no one opens the door for you, right? Or you get mad when I don't take very much, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back for it, and you're like, no.
No, it's not that I get mad when you don't take very much. It's that, like, okay, so you and I are unloading oh, here, I have a grievance of yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when we're unloading the car, right?
Yes.
We go, and
So many bugs.
I'm like, start grabbing bags, right? And then what's left in there is like the can of Cokes and the milk,
Yeah.
which would be perfect for you to grab, and then I could get all the rest of the bags in my arms.
God.
And then you start
So good.
You start loading down with bags, and I'm like, get the heavy things, you ding dong.
I will get the heavy things, but
But if you get the
All right. It's time. This is very similar to enemies that I've fought before. But I have a suspicion that this is going to be the hardest version of this enemy I've ever fought. I'm going to rest at the bonfire because I only have 3 flasks left. So let's get those back. Nice. I do have over 200,000 souls. But I say let's go for it, you know? Let's see how this goes. Hello. Oh my god, his armor is awesome. Okay, that's not the most health. It's like 20 good hits. Oh, fuck, that was a lot. Okay, his horse can breathe fire. That's great. Ah, wow. Okay, I definitely need to learn these moves. Stay behind him. Charge up the sword. Power attack. Hup. That is a very cool shield. It's got claws on it. Like a big hand. Like in the Warcraft movie. Love that movie. His attacks are slow. They're easy to dodge and block. This is not a boss. Unless... Okay, he has magic. That's great. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. Wow, just walked into 2 fireballs. Good job, Wizzi. All right, we got him to half health. Just got to keep landing good hits. Missed that one. Let's try again. Nice. He is slow, which is good for me. Okay. Oh my god. I just keep eating those. Oh wow, I gotta learn how to dodge that. Because I am out of healing potions. I just keep getting hit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Well, we got him like 70% dead. And we learned from it, which is the important part. Hopefully, we can turn that into a victory next time. And by next time, I mean this time, because we're trying again. Oh boy, I sure do want those souls back. I mean runes. Alright, round 2. I wonder if I can stagger him. Okay, okay, that's a lot of damage. I don't like that. Oh, yeah! Visceral oh, fuck, I missed it. Okay, 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 that's fine. Let's try that again. Wait, what? I thought I was far enough away. Wow. I really need to get better at not eating those. I just ate 4 in a row. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. Can I dodge that? I don't know if I can dodge that. I don't like that. I don't like that splash damage. That is extremely hard to evade. Alright. Third time's the charm. Let's watch this podcast.
Heavy things, and then I get to bags, and then we get it all in one go. And it's like joy. I don't know what it is.
You're insane.
It's satisfying. It's like
Oh, because you have your Coca-Cola addiction, like there's always
I've always got a can
of like
under my arm.
a whole giant box of Cokes, which is a heavy object, right? Mm-hmm. And you insist on carrying all of this in one go, and then you get mad when no one opens the door for you, right? Or you get mad when I don't take very much, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back for it, and you're like, no!
No, it's not that I get mad when you don't take very much. It's that like, okay, when I were unloading oh here, I have a grievance of you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when we're unloading the car, right?
Yes.
We go, and
so many bugs.
I'm like, start grabbing bags, right? And then what's left in there is like the can of Cokes and the milk.
Yeah.
which would be perfect for you to grab, and then I could get all the rest of the bags with my arms. And then you start
So good.
you start loading down with bags, and I'm like, get the heavy things, you ding dong.
I will get the heavy things, but I'll.
But if you get the heavy things, and then I get to bags, and then we get it all in one go, and it's like joy. I don't know what it is.
You're insane.
It's satisfying. People
Car
probably-
is 20 feet from the back door, which opens to the kitchen.
I don't know if there's any women who watch this program.
Not many, no.
But if they are, they're all on there being like, Lauren's right. We carry the groceries all in one go. It's like a challenge. It's delightful. It's like a shot of
That is
serotonin.
a
when you
crazy
get it all in
amount
one go.
of
You're like,
Does it
damage.
make you feel strong? Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's like doing a puzzle.
Because then the thing is, you have to do the thing where like you have so many grocery
And then you
bags.
lift it up on the counter.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And then you have to undo your
Yeah,
arms.
you lift them up on the counter, but then you can't like get your arms out of the straps of the bags.
I can always get my arms out of the straps of the bags. I'm a pro.
Is it like a what do they call that? A Chinese finger trap where the more you fight, you just have to.
And here I thought it was going to be a compliment that I can carry all the bags at once.
I'm so impressed that you can carry all the bags at once. I don't like that you insist on doing it
I
for
love
no
it.
good reason.
Love it. Love
Well, I love you.
it. Despite my bag carrying.
Despite
and
all
my
of
aspirational grocery shopping.
everything that you do that bothers me so much.
Someday I'm going to become
Oh.
a person who eats Greek yogurt and fruit for breakfast every morning.
Sure.
Someday. And in the meantime, I'll keep buying Greek yogurt.
And I'll keep throwing it away. You know my other grievance? See, I thought this was going to be a grievance that you had for me, but since you didn't air it.
Is it that you make me eat things after the expiration date?
Oh no, that's a good one. Expiration dates are.
I'm
You
like,
know.
I'm not eating that.
It's all
I'm not,
corporate.
I'm
Cover
not
your
eating-
ass. Like they're they build some leeway into those things. Anyway, no, it's that you always rush me.
At the grocery store?
Yes.
I don't
I
want to be
wanna
there longer
go-
than I need to.
I want to go, and especially when I'm going for work, like I want to go and like think. And you're always like, oh, I want to go, because I'll be like, hey, honey, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'll be right back. And you're like, oh, let me go with you. And I'm like, are you going to rush me? I need to think.
God damn it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it'll be fine. And then it's never fine. It's never fine.
Well, in my defense, I am a bit of a like get in, get out at all stores. Like there are very few places I go where I want to wander around.
Yes.
I'm an efficiency queen.
Mm-hmm.
And I know about myself that can be annoying. I just hope you love me more than it is annoying. But I love to have a system. I
Yeah.
love to figure out the most efficient way, and then I love to tell you what the system that I figured out is. And then you're like, but
Because you got it's all about credit. It's all about points. Keeping points.
yeah.
Keeping score.
And yeah, but you want to figure it out for yourself, and I hate that.
It's not that I want to. I literally cannot learn any other way, and that's the best and the worst thing about me. So let us know, friends, if you're watching this on
What are
home
your
video.
grocery store pet peeves?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
There's so many bugs. We need to wrap this up.
It's because it's dark and we have the brightest lights here.
I know,
and it's
exactly.
drawing every bug in the neighborhood.
It's so true. Yeah, I'm doing the thing I always swore I wouldn't do, which is like using lights outdoors, because I just think that looks so cheesy. It's always on the television news programs, or like the high budget high budget TV news is where
Oh
you
no,
see
I
that.
feel like we're standing on the side of the interstate being like, hello, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm here at the scene.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just
Like
like that's the sun doesn't look like that, sir or madam. What the? Is that a cicada?
No, I think it's a June bug
Oh, okay.
or a beetle. It's enormous.
That's fantastic. Okay, we're done a little early. Is there any other channel business or something that we should discuss? So people have noticed that I have introduced kind of like another basic format of video into the rotation.
I call it, we're doing it live.
Yes, the F it we're doing it live thing. Where I do it kind of like I do like a recipe video as an old school stand and stir video, right? Or TV television program, where like I'm actually like on camera talking about the food as I cook it, as opposed to what I usually do, which is it's just sort of it's only B-roll. It's radio with pictures is my original recipe format. And why have I been doing it? Well, I mean, a few things. One is just that I'm always looking to try new things to keep from getting bored and to kind of expand my skill set and just try. I try to do something different with how I. Oh god, to use the term filmmaking here sounds so pretentious.
What you called it, open new creative wells.
Sure, yes. Dig new. Well, you don't open a well, do you? You dig it. Digging new creative wells. Just to keep myself excited and interested and challenged, and to find and maybe find new things that might appeal to you. And one of the things about that format that seems to have appealed to some people is that for some reason I just come off more relaxed in those.
I will be honest. I think if I had to explain to people like the other type of recipe videos is the Adam Ragusa radio voice. And the new type of video is much more what you're actually
How I
like.
actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
It's more like you.
Yeah. And I've been enjoying it. It hasn't stopped some people on the internet from saying like, oh, he's clearly only doing this because he's lazy and this is less work. Which is A, not true. And B, even if it was, like, you don't have to say every thought that you have. Like, you don't have to publish every thought that you have. So my friend Vlad Vexler, who's a moral philosopher, a moral and political philosopher who has been like YouTubing about Ukraine very successfully for the last year, and he's a brilliant guy, but he's also like thinks really deeply about media and the sort of the stuff behind the videos. And what he always says is that it's like when people are leaving comments on YouTube, what that is just it's chatter, it's idle chatter. It's not, people don't intend, you can't read it as a published thing. It's an offhanded comment to a friend, and people other YouTubers don't understand that, is what Vlad says. And what I always want to say to Vlad is like, I understand it, Vlad. I don't approve of it. I disapprove of it.
People in the comments
should tighten up. People should not be so loose with what they say. And that's absolutely me too. Like, but we should all just get tighter and more polite with what we say on the internet. I think we should get more like walking down Main Street and watching what you say. Like,
yes. Ultimately, people can say whatever they want. I think the commenters feel like they're talking to each other, not realizing that they're also talking to you. And I think they could do with a little more realizing they're talking to you. You are also like, it is frankly shocking that you are a YouTuber because, you're very sensitive. It's like that you take things very hard.
Yeah, true.
That's what makes you a good person. You would never talk like that about to other people because you have
a sense of propriety, for God's sake. But anyways, so it's also just not true that I'm doing those kinds of videos because I'm lazy. They are, at the moment, much more difficult for me to do because they require like a way more technical setup because they're at least 2 camera shoots, right? I've got the overhead camera and I've got the camera on me, so I've got 2 cameras to worry about, 2 camera batteries, 2 camera settings to constantly be worrying about, everything.
If a kid bursts in, in the middle of a time-sensitive thing,
it's really a problem.
Or a dog.
I have to make the audio sound good as I'm cooking, which in a kitchen, like our big, beautiful kitchen, is extremely full of hard surfaces, so it's incredibly reverberant, and the audio would be horrible if I didn't lay foam around every surface of the floor before I shoot, which is what I do, and it makes it very difficult to like walk around in there. You're always tripping. And like you can't get in and get a glass of water,
I almost took down the whole setup the other day.
I know, because there's so many things.
I almost knocked the camera on the floor.
Yeah, because I'm not like gaff taping stuff down, like things could get, it's much more, and it's much more pressure on me because I have to not only cook well, but I have to like perform, and think about what I'm going to say, and it's hard, and the editing time is like about the same. So no, I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. I'm doing it because I'm trying new things, and I get that. I'm just like you, where I like what I'm used to, and usually when a new thing is introduced to me,
I don't like it.
When a new thing is introduced to me in a place where I'm expecting the old thing, it's it can be like taking a drink from a soda that like you're expecting to be, you know, a drink from a cup that you're expecting to be water, and you're like, oh my God, that's cherry limeade, right?
Yeah.
And cherry limeade is delicious, but like but if you're expecting water, it's repulsive, right? So I understand the reaction. On the other hand, like, if I didn't try new things, where would we be? When I first started making YouTube videos, it was just the recipe videos. And then when I started making the like talking head style videos that are about like science and history and stuff like that, I got so many people saying in the comments saying, oh, I don't like this. I'm here for the cooking, man. Start a second channel, blah, 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 blah. And it freaked me out a little bit because especially then we really needed the money. But I reminded myself even then that like people, it sounds so paternalistic, but audiences don't know what they like. They don't. And we know that from like lots of empirical research. Like audiences that will say they want one thing and then their behavior will indicate something completely different, right? We don't know what we want. My job is to try things that I like because that's the only thing I know. I know what I like. And then hope that enough of you will like it. And now those like talking head sciencey history videos are more popular than the recipe videos. And so, yeah, there's a moral in there for all of us, like, which is just be open to change. You never know what wonderful thing you might find when your wife buys something completely insane from the grocery store that she's never going to eat. But maybe you will, and you'll be like, oh, I do like dragon fruit.
I've never bought dragon.
I know, but I just ended the pod where we began it because I mentioned dragon fruit at the very beginning. I did the arc, and you stuck to my arc. You're a writer. You're a published novelist. Oh, hey, when's your new book coming out?
September 12th.
Okay. Where can people pre-order it?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel good about this one. I feel very good about this one. I'm learning his moveset. Oh, that splash damage. Okay, okay. Nice. Dodging and rolling and attacking. Oh my god. Well, that was better than the previous tries. So, that's good.
Anywhere
Let's
books are
try
sold.
again.
You can Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or you can go to your favorite indie and have them order it.
And the title is
Sister of the Bride. It is an adult rom-com.
Adult
So
Rom-Com.
I used to write young adult, so books for teenagers. You may have purchased some of my previous books for teenagers you know. Maybe don't purchase this one for teenagers you know.
Is Sister of the Bride by Lauren Morrill, available for pre-order wherever books are sold. Is this book, in the parlance of romance novels, is it spicy?
It is spicy.
Okay.
Yes.
That means they do it.
All the way to the end. Open door.
Yeah.
They call that.
Open door. You could stay
And watch.
and
like
watch.
a frickin' weirdo.
But whereas like dudes like to watch videos, women like to read books, and it's weird, but okay. It's not weird. It's
That's a conversation for another
a whole
podcast.
other pod. Yeah, maybe not one in this feed. Although like
If you're curious about that, go check out my favorite romance podcast, Fated Mates, with
Oh.
Sarah McLean.
that is a great show.
Yeah.
Every time I overhear some of that, they
And
are
Jennifer Prokop.
super funny and
Knowledgeable.
cool and knowledgeable. Now, if you like spicy books,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right. I like you.
I like you too.
I like our audience. Make good choices, and we will talk to you next time.
That was a good podcast. That was not quite as, profound as his happiness podcast, not quite as sciencey as his trans fats podcast, but I enjoyed it. It was cute. I liked seeing their relationship and their genuine dynamic. Wow, this is not going well. This is actually going quite unwell. I'm almost out of healing potions. And he's not even at half health. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know if this is the one, y'all. This seems like a bad run to me, personally. I hate when he does that. It's so much damage. Is it more when I'm blocking? I feel like it's more when I'm blocking. Okay, yeah, that's great. That's just how much health I have now. Okay, that's fine. You know what? I don't think we're gonna beat him tonight. I think we might just have to call it, you know? I think that might be it for this stream. Okay. Get rid of that window. And I think we're done. Yeah, that was a good stream. Good job, everyone. We cleared the rest of the area besides that boss. He's hard. He doesn't look like he has as much health as he does, but damn. All right. Well, that was a productive Elden Ring stream. I think next time I see you, it's going to be programming time. It's going to be time for making an Android app with Unity. That'll be fun. So we'll see about that. And good hustle. We'll talk to y'all probably... I'm busy this weekend, so probably not till next week. Maybe Monday night, Pacific. Maybe Tuesday night. We'll see. Let's get some outro music. Hell yeah. All right. I would, as always, appreciate a subscription. Doesn't hurt. Like the stream. And I'll see you next week. Have a great night. Bye.